Hi everyone! Well, it's more Christmas baking and this is going to be fun. I've never made them before. Can't wait to try. I'm going to make homemade marshmallows. Christmas Eve, after we get back from our candlelight Christmas Eve service at our little church, we're going to come home and have hot chocolate with Bailey's in it. And I thought, what better time to try our own marshmallows in it, because I really don't care for the ones you buy at the store. So these are supposed to be way different. We're gonna find out. So let me get it all set up and I'll show you what we're gonna do. All right, I have half a cup of ice cold water that I'm going to put in my mixing bowl. And I've had ice in another cup that I just poured this out of. And then I need 3 packets of unflavored gelatin. And we're just going to put these all in there. And I'm just gonna stir this just a little. I just want it all moistened. Okay? And we'll be using the whisk attachment for this. And then I'm gonna take another half cup of ice water. Alright, so I have half a cup of ice cold water in my pot, 12 ounces of granulated sugar, and again that's organic, that's why it's tan. We're going to put 1 cup of light corn syrup. And we're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And we're just going to stir that together, and then we're going to put this over medium-high heat. We're going to cover it and let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm going to go take this over and get this on the stove, and then we'll be back to do the next step in the mixer. Alright, so I have the sugar corn syrup mixture over here on the range. I'm going to put a cover on it and put it at medium-high. We're going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes, so I'm setting my timer. Then, once it's done that, we're going to take the lid off, put in a candy thermometer, and let it go to 240 degrees. And while we're doing this, I'm going to spray a 9x13 baking pan with nonstick cooking spray. And then I'm mixing half a cup of powdered sugar and half a cup of cornstarch, and mine is non-GMO, even though the corn syrup has GMO. We're trying to reduce it. So we're going to mix powdered sugar and corn syrup together in a small bowl, and then we're going to coat the inside of that baking pan with that mixture. Thoroughly coat the inside, and once that's done, we'll pour out the remaining back into that bowl to be used later when these are almost finished. Alright, we're at about 220 degrees. We're going to let this go to 240 degrees. and then we're going, which is softball stage, and then we're going to immediately take it off of the heat and take it over to the mixer and start combining all of this. And I got this recipe from Alton Brown. He's so geeky, I love it. So hopefully this is going to work the way he says it does, and let's keep an eye on this. I'm going to turn this off to get set up over on the other tripod so you can see when I do the next step, because it kind of needs to be done right away. Alright, our syrup mixture reached 240, which is softball stage. This is going to be the tricky part. So we're going to lift our bowl up, put this on low speed, and let it run. And I'm going to very carefully pour this mixture down the side of the mixing bowl while it's running. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm having to be very careful because this is very hot. So now that I've added all of the syrup, I'm going to raise the speed to high. It's going to get noisy. This is very hot. I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of the bowl. So now I'm going to let it beat on high until it's thick and it's kind of lukewarm, because right now it's still too hot. And this will probably take 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to turn the camera off, and I'll bring you back when I get a little bit closer and you don't have to listen to this noise. Okay, so it has not even taken the 12-15 minutes, and it's very thick and it looks like marshmallow. So now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract while it's running. And we're going to just let this totally get combined. And then we will go over and put this in the prepared baking dish. And I don't know if you can see it. It really looks just like Jet Puff marshmallows, the cream that you buy. All right, I'm going to take you over and we're going to get this put in the dish. All right, I've got my baking dish. I sprayed it with nonstick cooking spray, and then I coated it with a mixture of 1/4 cup of cornstarch and 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. So now we're going to get this poured in that dish, and we're going to allow it to set up. And I think somebody's going to have to lick the beaters. I'll try and do this where you can see it, but it's kind of backwards. It's been many, many years since I've made homemade candies. I used to do it all the time. And then I just got busy with my bookkeeping business, and it seemed like there was never enough time in the day, or week, or month, or year. Okay, try and get this spread out a little. All right, now I'm gonna let this sit, and let's see. Try and get it as even as you can. This is probably as even as I'm gonna get it. And then we're gonna dust the top with enough of the sugar cornstarch mixture to lightly cover it. We're gonna let this sit at least 4 hours or overnight. So I'm gonna get this dusted, I'm gonna set it aside, and I think it's gonna be amazing. It already tastes good, so I will bring you back when it's ready to take out of the pan and cut it up into squares. Okay, I forgot to start filming again. So I've let this sit over 4 hours. This is the marshmallow, and it's firmed up. I mean, it feels like a marshmallow. And just taking a pizza cutter, and I'm putting that same cornstarch and powdered sugar combination on the pizza cutter, and then I'm putting the pieces in there and coating them when they're done. I've been baking all day, so I've got stuff everywhere still going. So I'm just gonna cut these, make them, coat them so they don't dry out. And let me show you what one looks like. The outside we've coated with the sugar and cornstarch, and the inside is just like a marshmallow, fresh marshmallow that you'd buy from the store. And it feels like a marshmallow in your mouth, but it tastes better. I don't know what to say. It just tastes better. So it's a little bit of a mess and a little bit of time, but this is definitely going to be a treat in our hot chocolate on Christmas Eve. So thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.